Heartbreak in Kansas City. The Raiders losing after a muff snap at Arrowhead against the Chiefs. Now they got to shift their focus.
We can't put ourselves in that position, right? We talked about that going into the game. Don't put ourselves in a position where the officials have to make a call, and we did, and it cost us.
However, with all the doom and gloom, there's still rays of sunshine poking through the clouds like Brock Bowers.
This player is doing a hell of a job this year for us, and it's no secret what we're going to do each and every play when there's an opportunity to throw it to 89.
The Raiders healing from a Black Friday loss. Next up, the Buccaneers. Vegas Nation Blitz starts right now.
Powered by the Las Vegas Review-Journal, this is Vegas Nation Blitz. Presented by D&R House of Diamonds, making luxury affordable. Located in the One Summerlin building in downtown Summerlin.
Hello there and welcome to Vegas Nation Blitz. As it's been all season long, I'm your host, Dominic Lavoie. So, I'm sure we all saw the final play in Kansas City last weekend, and I'm also sure everyone is just about ready to move on from it, and that we will do with this show. We're going to get things started here early with Raiders beat writer Vinny Bonsignore to go over some top stories out of KC. Vinny, what you got this week?
How about Aiden O'Connell came to life in the second half, specifically in the fourth quarter against the Kansas City Chiefs. Can he build on that performance? And then the offensive line. This will be the fourth straight game that the Raiders go with the same offensive line. That would be Jackson Powers-Johnson at center, Jordan Meredith at left guard, Dylan Parham at right guard, Colton Miller at left tackle, and DJ Glaze, the rookie, at right tackle. I think the Raiders have found something with this offensive line. They've gotten better and better each week that they've played together. We'll keep an eye on that progress for them against the Buccaneers. This could be a box that the Raiders are checking off so that they don't have to go into the draft or free agency and pay for a high-priced offensive lineman, whether it's a guard or a tackle. I think this group is starting to show that they can be relied upon moving into next year. That's all I got. Raiders against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Can the Raiders break that 8-game losing streak?
Now moving on after that, we're going to get to some other stories that might have been lost in the weeds a little bit. Brock Bowers, he's pretty decent at football. That rookie is having himself a year. 10 catches on 14 targets for 140 yards and a touchdown on Friday, adding on to the already historic season he's had. And in that season, 84 receptions so far on the year, leading the NFL in that category. 884 receiving yards, good enough for fourth in the league. 113 targets, also good enough for fourth in the entire National Football League, along with numerous other records and crazy stats, with 4 touchdowns to boot. Now Saturday, after the team came back from Kansas City, head coach Antonio Pierce offered his thoughts on the youngster.
Now we're seeing double teams and them really shifting their zone to him. And I'll be honest, I don't really think it matters, man. I think we got a really special player on our hand, and I know he's doing a hell of a job statistically. That doesn't really help us win the games right now, but he's having an outstanding year. And more importantly, man, just seeing the smile on his face, the way he's competing, the attitude, the fight. I mean, even late in that game, hitting that seam ball, giving us an opportunity to get down there again to kick a game-winning field goal. Just no fight in this kid, man. I just love it.
Now another young Raider who had himself a day on Black Friday was Sincere McCormick. The second-year back out of UTSA finished Friday with 12 carries for 64 yards, leading the Silver and Black in rushing on the afternoon. That doubled up on his effort from the game prior against Denver, where he had only 5 carries for 33 yards. And on social media, a lot of fans and even some other reporters have caught on and are now saying that McCormick has been deserving more reps and touches with the injuries in the backfield, and we're going to expect that to change because the Raiders announced on Tuesday he's officially signed to the active roster.
What you're seeing on game days, on Sundays and Fridays from last week is what we saw every day in practice. He's making the most of his opportunity. He'll keep getting opportunities. I said that last week. I think it was 12 carries he got, and hopefully we can just bump that up a little bit more this week.
Now, with all that out of the way, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to stay in the backfield. Heidi Fang goes behind the scenes with Alexander Mattison to get the backstory on his design for the My Cause, My Cleats campaign. Plus, as always, we end things off with Adam Hill and his fast takes. This week might be a doozy, so be sure to stick around. Vegas Nation Blitz, we'll be right back.
D&R House of Diamonds is Las Vegas's elite private office jeweler. We specialize in natural and lab-grown loose diamonds, engagement rings, and custom design. If you're looking for lab-grown diamonds, we have one of the largest selections at the best prices in Las Vegas. We make luxury affordable every day.
Hey, welcome back to the show, and thank you all for sticking around. Now, we all know the NFL has an initiative where players can design their own cleats and wear them on game day, but if you're not familiar, it's called My Cause, My Cleats, where during weeks 13 and 14 of the NFL season, aka right about now, players can design their own cleats to fundraise for a specific cause. And here to bring you the details on the cleats that Alexander Mattison has designed is Heidi Fang.
Thanks, Dom. Alexander Mattison's foundation, I Am Gifted, helps those with mental health struggles, and raises awareness for suicide prevention. He wore cleats to represent what he's fighting for during the NFL's My Cause, My Cleats campaign this week.
We're trying to impact lives and change lives through the emphasis of the importance of mental health, and with that, suicide prevention. It's one of those things that's like near and dear to my heart. I've had a couple friends that have, gone down that path. So, and also with my own mental health struggles that I had in college, where I almost gave up football. So that's where my foundation was born, was just focusing on, I was able to get through this dark time, but there's some people out there that don't have the resources, don't have the help. So if I can be that helping hand, if I can be a little bit of light in somebody's dark time, then I know I can make a difference.
Now to close us out, here comes Adam Hill with his fast takes. Adam, let's go ahead and hear it.
Despite all the struggles, if there has been one reliable thing about the Raiders, it's been the kicking game. Daniel Carlson and A.J. Cole have been tremendous for years. And Daniel Carlson had maybe his worst game as a Raider against the Chiefs. But let's look a little deeper. The 3 missed field goals were all 54 yards and longer. There's been 11 straight field goals missed by opponents at Arrowhead Stadium of 55 yards or longer. It's not an easy place to kick. It's just kind of what happens. Nobody around here has lost faith in Daniel Carlson, and with good reason. He's got a long track record of success with the Raiders. They're going to keep getting it done in the kicking game. Everybody believes in that, and they should. They have given them reason to over the years. One game is not going to change anything, especially under tough conditions.
Hey, thank you, Adam, and thank you, the viewer, for tuning in again to Vegas Nation Blitz. We always appreciate you watching. Now, if you can't get enough Raiders news, or if you just want to stay up to date with all the happenings in the silver and black, be sure to follow us on social media at Vegas Nation or on the web at vegasnation.com. Now, that'll do it for this episode. Thank you once again for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Powered by the Las Vegas Review-Journal, this is Vegas Nation Blitz. Presented by DNR House of Diamonds, making luxury affordable. Located in the One Summerlin building in downtown Summerlin.